Hi folks, Justin Dion from Western New England University School of Law, and I'm the Assistant Dean of Academic and Bar Success here at the Law School. And this is another video I am doing to those individuals preparing to complete their bar applications in anticipation of taking the bar exam. So one of the themes of my last video was, again, being very honest and accurate and upfront with any questions they ask you. Not trying to skirt any issues or avoid answering questions if there's no record of something that happened. If they asked you if something happened, then be upfront and disclose it. But I also think it's important to be aware of some of the things that the bar examiners are going to be doing and looking at so that you can be informed of the information that they are going to have. In addition to their ability to get a lot of background information from you and criminal background reports, they will often pull a credit report. So again, it's one of those things that I think it's important that you also get access to that information so that if there is anything on your credit report that is wrong or inaccurate or you forgot about, you can deal with those issues. If you go to Annual Credit Report, one word, annualcreditreport.com, that's the official credit report website. You can get your free credit reports from all three major credit reporting agencies. I would suggest you do that because the bar examiners will. And you want to get ahead of the curve if, again, there are issues, problems, errors, or other things on there that you didn't know about. Most bar applications are going to ask you about judgments that you might have against you and non-payment of certain debts and taxes. So pull a credit report and see what's out there. Frankly, it's something you should do anyway, just as a citizen to see what is on that report. And number one, if there are errors or issues, if someone had a similar social security number, maybe their credit issue ended up on your report, or it's someone with a similar name or same name as you, again, you may have things on that credit report that are not yours. There's a process to remove inaccurate information. At the bottom of the credit report is information about how to file an objection to certain information on your report if it's inaccurate. The credit reporting agency has 30 days to investigate, and then after 30 days, they have to take it off, or if they can't confirm it, they have to take it off as well. So again, it's worth doing that, early and taking care of any issues that may be on there so the bar examiners don't have subsequent questions for you. In addition, as I said, you might have things on there that you didn't know about. Sometimes defendants are not properly served. So maybe there was a judgment or a creditor out there who was suing you for an unpaid credit card, or it was a landlord who felt that you still owed money after you left. You might have been sued, and in fact, if you didn't know that you had been sued, there's a good chance there's a default judgment against you. Again, that's an issue that you want to be able to address before the bar examiners get a hold of that. Most states are going to require that you have resolved the debt, the default debt in some capacity. It doesn't always mean paying it off. If you can, that's certainly great. That's one way to get rid of a legitimate debt that's hanging out there. But if you can't pay it off, again, most states want to see you take responsibility for that debt and at least enter into some type of payment arrangement with the creditor. Remember, the goal of the bar examiners is it's a gatekeeping function to make sure that by giving you a law license, they're not putting the citizens of the state in which they gave you the license in harm. So their concern is if you have a lot of outstanding debt or judgments against you, and then you get your law license and you start getting access to a lot of people's money and property, there might be a temptation to use some of that money or property to resolve some of the debt pressures that you are getting for your own debt. So again, they want to make sure those things are taken care of at this process. So pull a credit report, certainly worth looking at. And as I said, if there's any errors or issues, you want to object to those, get those removed. If there's any other debts out there that in fact are valid but are still in default, you want to start working with those creditors to negotiate a resolution. All right. Great. We'll see you next time for some more information about the bar application process.